This is Grouchy Veteran reporting for duty, and today we're going to do a quick review, our first impressions look at World of Tanks console. If you've seen, I've been posting a few videos because I recently decided to try this game out again. I remember playing the beta back many years ago on the Xbox 360, and then I kind of forgot about the game, started playing other games. So one of the things that I like about the game is someone whose past jobs included, using CAD to make 3D representations of military equipment. As I like the model detail. It's very realistic. It's very engaging. And I know that other players within PCP have held this game in high regard for many years. We have a huge tank contingency there. So if I have questions, or if I needed, they were eager to help and answer. So it made the kind of getting into the game a lot easier than maybe someone who's just straight off the street not knowing anything. I like the tense action. As you can see here, I got a little frustrated because we had the lead, and then our front line tanks tended to start dying a little too rapidly. So I moved forward, and out of frustration, took down that one there. And this one keeps playing peekaboo, so I'm going to go around and try to flank him. But we have another tank, a light tank. It's going to move up behind him, so he'll get to him before I will. So like I said, I like the tense action, the team-based strategy. I find it very fulfilling and enjoyable. Unfortunately, like I said, the experience does come with a bit of unfriendliness for new players when it comes to skills and knowledge, because you have to figure out what type of tank you want to play, which means you're going to have try every single type, at least, one of every tank, to try to figure out which one you like. I tried a couple of medium tanks, some light tanks, and then I tried a tank destroyer, and then I was like, I'm just going to stick to the tank destroyer. There's some other ones that I haven't tried that I would like to. But I mean, I've never been once a game starts becoming a side job, I tend to stop playing it. And there's many games out there that does that, like EVE Online. That's one reason why I stopped kind of playing that, was it just felt like a second job at the time, and I just wasn't having fun. Elite Dangerous can sometimes feel that way, but I still find it enjoyable, mainly for the camaraderie, hanging out with the other players and talking and going to the combat zones. I decided that in this game I wasn't going to really be here. I had 8 kills and MVP. That's my best round so far. But for every single good round, you have around 5 or 6 rounds like this, to where these people know the sight lines, they know where to hide, and like I said, I'm struggling to learn the maps. I'm struggling to learn the weaknesses on the tanks and the strengths, where to hit them, where to shoot them, what tanks I should focus on, what tanks I shouldn't. So that I decided that, I wasn't going to try to focus too much on being like the best player. Like I said, I love the tank models here. And I would just kind of try to find a way to just enjoy the game as much as I can. Now, here I was hidden, and then this huge tank comes up beside me and starts getting artillery called onto our position, which upset me a little bit. But fortunately, he moved, and the artillery started focusing elsewhere. Here's a guy. Let's see. Now, like I said, I'm trying to learn how to lead these based on the speed of the individual tanks, and you can see here I'm just struggling because it's just a learning curve that if you're, most new players probably won't engage with. they'll kind of maybe quit after, you know, going through the early tiers and decide that they're just not finding it as enjoyable as they should. One thing I don't like, and this is of all free-to-play games, is the constant, you know, buy this, upgrade this, buy this. You have to have this now, buy this, and that's just something I have never been a fan of. But you know, it's here to stay. So these constant promotions for players to shell out all this cash, you know, kind of dims it for me a little bit. It's a long grind, but I enjoy spending time with the fellow PC peers, and I enjoy just kind of, you know, playing the game for what it is. Like I said, I'm not going to try to be number one on the leaderboard. And I find that if you do that, and you go in with that type of attitude, it can be an enjoyable experience. So, like I said, you know, for every MVP round or 8-kill MVP round that I have 5 or 6 like this to where I'm shooting, nothing. Fired again, nothing. Fired again, nothing. And then he blows me up before I can do the final shot. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully this answers some questions.